Welcome back to the Take a Sip podcast. My name is Tito.
And I'm Leche.
And as always, Leche, what are you sipping on this week?
Funny thing is, I think I made my drink a little too soon and I drank it. So I think I had a backup, honestly. But right now, currently, I'm drinking a black coffee. But I did have the drink that we're going to have this weekend on our special trip. So, for next week, we'll get more into detail on what exactly we freaking drink over
trip
there.
Is, yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, I don't think we mentioned it. We're having like a little cousin getaway.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, we'll go into details on that next week.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you? So you're drinking your black coffee, and I'm drinking my Modelo Chelada.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Those things are actually pretty fucking good, especially when they're nice and cold.
Very, yes.
Like,
and there's not just
cold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And not just Modelo ones. The Bud Light ones are pretty good too.
I'm not a fan of the Bud Light one though. I know the Modelo one is definitely fucking tasty for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, fairly quick episode this week, I would say. Not really. Some not so exciting news, and then one sad news. This might be a little downer episode, to be honest.
Yeah, a little mix up here and there.
Yeah.
We'll be mad and you will be sad.
Yes. So, to start it off...
Start with the good news.
Which was that one?
That's a good question.
Got this, dude. Because, to start it off, really, after the incredible film of the Mortal Kombat movie that came out, apparently there's going to be now an animated movie starring pretty much Kenshi and Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, everybody knows. Yeah. Blue, Lin Kuei, Ice Ninja guy.
Ice Ninja.
And then Kenshi, the blind swordsman, pretty much, is the most basic and easiest way to explain this. That's the
simplest term for sure. Yeah.
The film is going to be called Mortal Kombat Legends Snowblind, which sounds kind of dumb, to be honest.
It's cheesy as fuck, dude. Like, we get it. He's blind, and
the other one's snow.
Like, we get it.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a little weird because it seems a little out there for what we know from Mortal Kombat. This seems to be more set in the future, where the human world, or what's it called?
Earthrealm.
Oh, Earthrealm. Thank you.
Seems almost Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
Earthrealm seems to be in like this Mad Max time period area type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Where Kano is leading some weird rebellious group.
Like Dragon Ball.
Partially because from what we could see, he does have Shang Tsung as his like advisor in the group, I guess. Aaron Black, who was just announced in the MK11 video game.
Hell yeah, dude. Aaron Black is going to be in the fucking movie too. That's actually pretty dope.
It looks like it. It looks like there's some guy with some pistols shooting around.
Like yeah. That's Aaron Black.
Yeah. But again, like, there's no full... They don't actually say Aaron Black. I'm just assuming it's Aaron Black.
No, it's Black Aaron.
Black Aaron. And like I said, we do get Kenshi, who is what it seems like to be our main protagonist in the story. It seems like this is almost like his origin story on how he becomes blind, enhances his other skills, and gets the sword that he uses to fight.
How is it an origin story? Question on that, right? If he's already blind, and on top of that, it's in the future, so this is an alternative multiverse bullshit shenanigans happening. So
now you see why the hype for this is not well, or it's not being received well by the community.
Yeah, like the timeline is not making sense right now.
Yes.
100%.
Because now this seems like they might as well have gone the Armageddon route. Because the Armageddon, I think it was when we did a little bit of.
I know their last animated movie did pretty well, like the Scorpion origin shit. That was actually really good.
Yes. But
this
that
one seems a
was
little
still within context of what we knew.
Yeah,
continuity.
Yeah.
This is starting to seem a little bit left field almost.
Yeah, this is literally out there, bro. Yeah. This is a little out there.
Yeah.
So is this the Kenshi we know? Is this the Sub-Zero we know? Like, that's all questions, dude. Literally all the questions. Asking all them questions.
Asking all them questions. And to be honest, I'm not going to watch it to get the answers because I'm sorry, but like even watching the trailer
didn't hype you up.
I got tired of the trailer.
Yeah, it does drag a little bit.
It felt dragged out and so unnecessary. Like
that freaking Scorpion one though. That movie was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
That was actually pretty fucking fire. And then I think the other original one, because it's the third installment in their animated series, pretty much. So I remember the first one is the actual, like the first Mortal Kombat tournament, like the one we know from like the actual game itself.
Yeah.
So it's literally that put into an animated movie. And it's good. That one's good too. That one was dope.
Yeah, the whole game was freaking awesome. I remember when we found your old PlayStation 2 and were able to reconnect it, the first thing we did was found Shaolin monks and played it.
Dude, that game is like slept on as one of the fucking 100%. Great fucking Mortal Kombat movies, games.
And it's 2 players, so you were Liu Kang and I was Kung Lao. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you see, even if they went like that, you get me that the first one was.
It would have made more sense to make a movie with those two before freaking Kenshi and Sub-Zero kind of ran.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So it made more sense to do a movie with them and trying to, carve their path give them an origin story a little bit. Yes. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like them actual from little kids and their past and bullshit like that, they have a more grounded story to do. And then I think they should have started with that movie, the origins of like Kung Lao and Liu Kang.
Yes.
And then done the regular Mortal Kombat tournament and then do the origins of Scorpion, because that puts a lot of context on Sub-Zero, Quan Chi and stuff like that. That's like a good build. I hate saying it like this, but it builds up to like the next thing, which would be the Deadly Alliance and shit like that.
Yes.
Where Quan Chi and Shang Tsung actually group up and shit like that and try to take out Liu Kang personally, on the side. Yeah.
Or even if if they wanted to go backwards in a way, like do a little prelogue, then do a whole thing of Raiden and the other gods cutting off Shao Kahn from taking over Earthrealm and how the Mortal Kombat tournament came to be.
Yeah, dude.
Right? Like that would have been a cool logical step.
Yeah.
Because then after that we could get, we kind of know Sonya Blade and Jax and all that stuff and how Kano in a way came to be.
Yeah.
But still, like that also helps set up so much more because they are such a big part of the Mortal Kombat lore, even though they're just 3 of the hundreds of characters they have.
Humongous roster, yeah.
Yeah,
the real question, in my opinion, instead of doing these movies, they should. Where's MK4? 12.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like it's already been a couple years. MK11 came out in 2019. I want to say, but it's been a handful of years, bro.
Yeah,
I've definitely been itching for another game, dude.
100. Yeah, for real.
So MK12 and introduce new players into the fucking mix and continue the story on where we left off MK11.
Yeah, that's true, because last we saw Raiden and Liu Kang fused and became a new Elder God.
Yeah, so Liu Kang became literally I mean, where do you go from there, though? Right?
Where
That's
do
the
you go from
question.
there?
That is the question, though.
Because they
'Cause I'm
killed
man,
like
I think that is why they
Chronica.
haven't made anything, because that is the final shit. Luke Kang literally became a fucking god, literally,
Yeah,
and then
because
restarted life in general.
they really did because they got rid of
Yeah,
Chronica, the
yeah.
god of like time and shit.
Time
So,
and so
oh, that yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting to see, but
it'd be
that would be
interesting.
more interesting to figure out than watching this film, in my opinion.
No, I'm not trying to shit on it too bad, because because the animation could be fucking its saving grace, dude. Because it does look good, though. Don't get me wrong. It looks like the other one, which
Yeah,
is cool. Because I like the animations. Don't get me wrong. It's like it gives me I don't know how to put it in perspective. Like not comic books, but like gritty comic book feel. You get me to it. So like
yeah,
I think I like that style of art that they're going for, because it actually goes well with the MK universe.
yes,
So
yeah. If they use that in some other form, you get me? Or yeah, if they did like the whole who did we follow in Armageddon? I know it was like Dagon and his brother, right?
no, Armageddon. Oh, begins with T. I was gonna say Trevor or something like that.
Torok. That was
No,
the other game. That was a
that's
dinosaur game.
Torok. That's literally the dinosaur. Oh, fuck! It's Trebor. I think that's how you spell it.
Trayvon?
Trayvon. There you go.
Oh,
Trayvon. Yes.
Trayvon.
And then his brother Dagon, I believe, was it.
Yes.
So yes,
Like,
we followed them like becoming enemies and shit like that, and then him becoming stronger, like and just progressing life and making those mistakes and like freeing, all crazy shenanigans
yeah.
like that to lead
Yeah.
up to Armageddon.
Yeah, but this art style, I think, would have worked so well with that storyline.
Literally a fuck fest, like in the
Yeah.
trying to reach Blaze of
Yes.
or the Great Power.
Yeah, exactly.
It would
I feel like it would have worked a lot better.
You see, in my opinion, the way they're doing it now, if it leads up to that, great. I hope they actually fucking explain it in a movie. Maybe
Yes.
we're shitting on it too bad, and maybe, dude, who knows? There could be a whole type of like context in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the next? Like, what's the fourth or fifth installment? You get me?
Yeah. Or is this like a little bit of a preset or upper for what's coming up?
Yeah, build up.
That's gonna make sense.
Marvel style, right?
Yes.
Like setting up for the big fucking Avengers, you get me?
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean,
see, in my opinion, for Mortal Kombat, there's three big crazy shenanigan shit that happens, in my opinion. So it's the first Mortal Kombat where Liu Kang is like the winner, and then the second one is where Shao Kahn actually comes in, because we didn't get Shao Kahn until the second Mortal Kombat tournament, where it's like the all or nothing. Like if they win, like he takes over Earth Realm.
Yeah.
And then Liu Kang actually kills Shao Kahn. And then the fourth one, or the third one, sorry, would literally be like the end of time, which is Armageddon.
Yes.
So those are the big three sequences for the story. Unless they retcon Armageddon. I'm not sure. I don't think they did, because that was the whole premise for MK9, I believe, where Raiden tries to prevent Armageddon.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's
it's like,
right, because
is it retcon?
Because
then
Liu
remember
Kang died. That's where we got zombie Liu Kang.
Yeah, that's when we got the red-eyed. What is it called?
Red-eyed Raiden. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he was evil in the 10th one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we find out on the 10th one, Shinnok was the one pulling the fucking strings and shit. So
that's
it's like, oh,
right. Yeah.
Fucking shit show, dude. it's fantastic, but it is a beautiful mess, though, for sure.
Yes.
Because we're in it for the gore.
Yes. Oh, that's the only reason for it. And from one gory franchise to another gory franchise, Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Literally complete fucking 360, 180, no scope. Like literally completely opposite in the end of the spectrums.
Yes. So we have two stories for Sonic well, kind of, it's like a story and a half, really. So half one is that Sonic costumes are returning to Fall Guys in a new event. By the time you guys are listening to this on the Friday, the event started yesterday on the Thursday and should be the 11th, right? Yes, the 11th. And it should be going through to the 15th. So it's just like a 4 or 5 day event. If whoever still plays Fall Guys. And I believe
still play Fall Guys.
Yeah, well, there's a few. And the costumes you'll get obviously Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, along with Golden Sonic and Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman.
Yes. That's really that if you're a big fan and want those costumes.
If I had to go for one, it would definitely be the Golden Sonic one. Super Saiyan Sonic.
I feel like that would be
the cool one to go for sure.
Yes.
And the regular Sonic. And then
or if they have
I don't
Shadow.
like the Knuckles for some reason. It looks weird.
It's the hair. Sonic, it's just the hair.
Yeah, it's the hair that fucks it for me a little bit. Don't get me wrong, they're adorable. They're fucking jelly beans. But yeah, definitely not the tail ones. That one.
And if you want a little bit nightmare fuel, search up Fall Guys Skeleton Anatomy.
Or Sonic EXE.
Oh my god, no, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing,
that's disturbing
bro.
horror. That's not even like horror.
Horror. But yes, so there's that video game news. Movie news is that they announced that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to be getting a holiday premiere date in 2024.
I mean, both movies did pretty fucking well to get a third one, honestly, dude.
That's still an understatement.
Yeah.
Because the second one was the highest grossing video game film
of all time so
in
far.
US history, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude, to me. On top of that, too, I don't think Jim Carrey's coming back, dude.
No.
Sure he died off, right? Technically speaking, in the second one, but I don't know, unless they're replacing him.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Or maybe he is gonna do another one. Fuck it. Maybe the paycheck is really, really good that he can't deny it.
Maybe because remember from what he said that unless the script fully talks to him, he's not gonna be taking up another role.
Yeah.
And
in my opinion, I would have taken this too to be Dr. Eggman, dude. That is dope as fuck.
Oh, 100%.
I think that's why he found it actually interesting to do.
Exactly.
And old animated itself, dude. I think he's just man. He's just a phenomenal. He is a fucking great actor, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, as of right now, there's no word of Jim Carrey being in this next film. So unless maybe Eggman is no longer in the film, but he takes up some voice acting maybe as a future character in the film.
I mean, there is plenty of villains that Sonic has for sure, dude. Literally like Rogue,
Jet,
fucking Shadow. Let's not
Shadow.
Silver as well. Yeah. What's the fucking that chick's name as well? What the hell her name is? Rogue. Yeah.
Rouge. I think it's Rouge, not Rogue. Rouge, or some shit like that. I forget. They all like. Yeah, but I mean, there's plenty of characters. Yeah,
it doesn't have to be only Eggman for sure.
Yeah, because even within Jet, he has like his two lackeys, right? The crocodile and the other guy.
Yeah,
I forget what the other guy was.
Yeah, I mean, he has a plethora of villains, so he can go anywhere from here, which is good. You get me?
Yeah. Or even just having the joke of him being like a background actor that has that one-liner and he's now in the world. Yeah. But he's not Eggman. He's just guy on the bus number 1 or whatever.
He just
that has that one-liner. So it's like
it would be good, like just as a tease or just as like the third one, they literally don't even give a whiff of like Jim Carrey at all. Then if and when the fourth one comes out, he's just like in the bus casually, just there because he's like, oh, like I turned a new leaf, type of bullshit.
Exactly.
That would be funny, some bullshit like that.
Yeah. He's the bus driver now. He's the bus driver as Sonic
like
gets
that.
on.
Yeah, so something like that would be funny just to send them off, you get me?
Yeah.
Those
But
people
yeah,
don't ask about it.
yeah, but I mean, I'm honestly surprised. Well, from what we started with Sonic 1.
Yeah,
like
that it would be
like,
this big. Yeah,
yes,
I'm surprised too, no lie.
it.
I would have thought it crashed and burned after that first incident. But the first Sonic movie was good.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. It was good after the changes.
Yes.
Let me correct on that.
I always bring that up. Bring that up.
The fucking horrifying teeth, bro. It was just uncanny, bro. It was too uncanny, man.
It was disgusting.
It's frightening, dude. From horror fucking games.
Yeah. But even still, even after they made the changes to make Sonic look like Sonic, I wasn't going to say it was going to be a flop. I said, okay, maybe it might have that audience that enjoys it and watches it, but I was not expecting it to be, like I said, what was it? The highest grossing video game film in US, and for it to now be on its third film and possibly even a fourth. And even still with this, yes, 2024 is... the holiday season of 2024 is still a little over 2 years away. But besides that, I know they have a live action series starring Idris Elba as Knuckles for Paramount Plus, and there's also Sonic Prime, the animated show, on Netflix as well. So there's definitely plenty of Sonic stuff in between. And even for Sonic Frontiers, that should be coming in fall of this year, I believe.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me that Sonic is probably the only Sega related character that's actually making strides.
Yeah.
You get me? It's crazy. He's the one literally fucking carrying the team. He's single-handedly fucking carrying Sega's name forward, bro. It is funny to me, bro. So I'm like, bro, that's clutch though. Fucking Sonic, man. So much Sonic shit. It's kind of nuts. It
is. It really
I would have never thought it is this popular, especially with the current generation. You got me? It is 100%. Super popular. Andre's kids, dude. They were so about fucking doing, just wanted Sonic toys when we went to freaking Target with them and shit that. Yeah, dude. They were just cool. All over the toys, man.
Yeah,
yeah, man. So yeah, we'll probably get into the next story here after this break.
And we're back. So before our little break, we also spoke about Jim Carrey and about his retirement that we spoke about a couple weeks ago when he first announced it. And along with him as well, Steve Martin recently announced that after his show Only Murders in the Building, that he co-stars in with Selena Gomez, that he will not be fully pursuing any other acting projects after the series comes to an end. Steve Martin, 76-year-old actor, great actor, more known, some of his more common things. Obviously, Cheaper by the Dozen, all those films. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is another funny film that he's in. The Pink Panther films as well.
Yeah, I love them in the Pink Panther. Yeah.
And Bringing Down the House, that he co-stars with Queen Latifah.
Yes,
it was a funny ass film.
Yeah, that was a really good film.
And that's just some of them. You get me? He still has, Bowfinger, The House Sitter, And just a
Freaking
whole
dozens.
bunch of
His
stuff.
catalog is enormous, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he's been in the game for fucking decades.
Yeah. And not even just like in regular acting. I know he's done a little bit of other like voice acting as well for some characters, like in Tangled, The Prince of Egypt, and even in Home, the little purple aliens animated movie. But yeah, I mean, another actor, another incredible actor who's brought laughs and joy to us.
Our childhood,
But yeah,
bro, it's crazy, right, dude? There is so many. Yo, this is where I start to feel old, like because some of these legends are literally fucking retiring, bro. Like
yes,
it is insane to me. You get me? They're like, you know, unfortunately, like being like honest with that, it sucks because it's like, yeah, like so most of these guys we grew up watching it, you know, thanks to our parents and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like like the action heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and like some of these funny comedians and stuff like that. Some of them we have lost, you know, unfortunately over the years for sure. And their legend literally remains anonymous, you know, synonymous inside the fucking movies and characters they played. And I mean, same thing when Steve Martin, when he retires, especially a lot of people have retired as well.
Yeah,
like Bruce Willis, you know, he's gone to retirement. Jim Carrey will retire, I think, if he's not doing Sonic 3 or any more Sonic movies. He said he's pretty much done.
No, I think he just said after the Sonic films, he's done. I think he's done now since there is no more filming, I guess, at this point. But yeah, like you said, it makes me feel kind of old because now the people we knew growing up watching, I feel like the one that's gonna hit a little harder is gonna be Keanu. And I know he's a little younger than a lot of these actors we've already spoken about.
Yeah.
But look at everything that man has done at this point. You know he's getting tired.
Yeah.
He might be physically fit, but it takes such an emotional and mental toll, especially for actors, to just be on the clock like that.
Dude, it's like, yeah, like the day they tell me as well, like, you know, Chris Hemsworth is retiring or like he's not doing films. Chris Evans, fucking those guys from Marvel too, like any of those guys as well, dude.
Yeah.
Mark fucking Wahlberg, like if he retires, dude, I'll be like, yo, what? Mr. Boston himself?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, yo.
RDJ.
Crazy.
RDJ's next on that door. I'm sorry to say it, but you know RDJ's next on that door.
Dude, I know, man. Fuck.
I think, like, not to put, I don't know RDJ, and I don't know if he's mentioned it before, but I think that was
getting close. I think he might be the next one, dude.
He might actually be, yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, with RDJ, I feel like he's already going down that line because wasn't part of the thing not only that he wanted to stop being Iron Man or something like that. That's why he asked, in a way, for the script for him to kill him off. But I know in a way it was also like continuity to what the story is.
No, I mean, he asked to be killed off and they gave him that because he wanted to pursue other things, you know. He wanted to do other movies, different shows, voice acting and stuff like that. So he just didn't want to be Iron Man, you get me?
Yeah.
Which is totally fine, you know? I mean, then there's the other end of the spectrum, you know, Daniel Radcliffe. He fucking is Harry Potter, and he says it himself, like, there's no way no one's taking that away from me, dude. Like, you get me? So
yeah. I feel like that's also going to be Tom Holland as he gets older into all these other acting roles. He's still going to be, but I was Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, he even played the guy from Uncharted. He played, what's his name? Fuck, trying to blank. What's his name?
Yeah. How did that film do?
Huh?
How did that film do?
Okay.
It did
okay, a lot of people were disappointed, unfortunately. It's on Netflix.
Sounds about right. I'm sorry to say it, but it sounds about right.
It's kind of hard to make video game movies. I mean, realize that most video game real life adaptations are pretty lackluster because, unfortunately, you know, those games are fucking lengthy as shit.
Yes.
and you can't really squeeze that into like an hour and a half or 2 hour movie.
Because it's sometimes saying 72 hours of gameplay that you're now trying to shove in an hour and a half, 2 hour movies.
Yeah, like all that lore, those character developments and stuff like that. You skip all that in a movie, unfortunately.
Yeah. And
it would have made more sense to make a fucking show Uncharted than a fucking movie, in my opinion.
Yes.
It would have made way more sense. And make it like not extreme, even though like the action sequences in Uncharted are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, falling out of a plane or running fucking trying to get off of a train while it's coming out of a fucking cliff, you know, type of shit. Like that's happening in the game. I don't know if that would be good in the fucking show. Don't get me wrong, that would be dope if the show did that for sure. But you need a lot of, you know, fucking cash money for that type of shit.
Yeah, but I feel like when doing that type of stuff from a movie to a show, I think there are shortcuts that you could take, you get me? So it still makes it original where you don't have to have that giant budget.
They're not Disney, you know. They don't have billions of dollars to throw at fucking shit to make it look good again.
Well, we're gonna be talking about Disney in a little bit over here as well, so we'll get to that. But yeah, so railing it back in. But yes, Steve Martin is sadly retiring after the series. Only Murders in the Building. Again, I believe it's only on season 2. If they do continue it, obviously he will continue with the project with Selena Gomez and all the other actors on there. But after that show wraps up completely, I believe he will also be closing the door on his acting career. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we still see him like on red carpets and stuff, events.
Yeah. He'll probably go to small stuff. I mean, he wouldn't do any of the major red carpet fucking movies or shows or anything like that.
No, but I'm saying he just gets invited and does an appearance or even hands out the occasional trophy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yes, and with that, bringing it... Still, like I said, it's gonna be a sad episode this week, you guys. You mentioned Disney earlier, and unfortunately for people with Disney Plus and Hulu accounts, it's time to save a little bit more in your bank account, because Disney Plus and Hulu are both hiking up their prices.
Unreal, dude. Trying to Netflix, bro.
I know.
And the only reason why they're fucking doing this, honestly, is because they're introducing the ad support tiered shit where you can watch it for free but with a shit ton of ads.
Well, it's not fully free still. I think you just get like one or two. But there's the
ad free one, and then there's the ones where you still pay monthly. Don't get me wrong, you're still paying like $10-12 a month.
Yes.
Fucking ads in it now.
Yes.
Or you could pay like $16-17 for ad free. I'm like, that is just horseshit in my opinion, dude. That is just criminal.
So yeah, you pretty much wrapped it up. I mean, I'll start with Hulu because Hulu
has been doing this from the get-go.
Give me one sec.
Hulu.
No, I closed it. Hulu already had this thing. I know that much because I used to have Hulu this way. Hulu, the watching with the ad supported version was $6.99 and it's raising to $7.99. That's just one extra dollar. But if you are watching the complete ad-free version for Hulu, it was $12.99 and it's now going to be $14.99. So it's bumped up $2. And to my knowledge, this is going into effect as of October 10th.
Damn, dude, that's soon already?
Yes.
I mean, that's not that bad for Hulu. I mean, don't get me wrong. it's still more money a month, but that's not bad. I feel like the one that's gonna be greedy and egregious with this is definitely Disney for sure, though.
Yes.
Did Disney put their plan out on what how it's gonna be?
Yeah. So, ba-da-ba-bum. The ad-supported tier for Disney Plus is going to be $7.99.
Oh, so it's cheap. Okay.
But $7.99 used to be what the original price for the account was for the basics. You get me?
Right.
So for $7.99, you could already watch all the shows completely ad free.
You're right.
But now that's gonna be with ads, and now completely ad free. It's gonna be $10.99. So it's gonna be ranked up $3.
So both $3 pretty much.
About, yeah.
About.
But still, like, their basic ad supported versions for both Hulu and Disney are $7.99. And then $10.99 for Disney and $14.99 for Hulu. So that is a $4 price difference depending on which you use more, really. Because I know for Disney Plus, yes, they have a good variety, and I know they're adding some cool upcoming stuff that a lot of people are excited about. But if I were to choose, to be honest, I would probably go with Hulu because I feel like there's a little bit more stuff to it, more things to watch. It's
not just Disney.
Yeah, it's not just Disney stuff. Yes, because you have your animes, you still got your like Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen and like Bar Rescue and like a whole bunch of other of those cool shows that I enjoy watching anyways.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah.
Because they should just make it all one shit, in my opinion. Honestly. Just like I think there's two companies that combine their streaming sites together, Paramount and Discovery, I think, channel. Put their shit together under one umbrella now.
No, isn't Discovery with Disney? Because I know they have. I think so.
Oh shit, I'm confusing. It's Paramount with someone else, with some other fucking thing. But them two combine their streaming sites to one now, and I mean, soon enough, I think Disney's just gonna end up buying everything.
Yeah, I mean that's this is just the beginning of
once Netflix valuation in the actual market is below a certain point threshold, Disney's gonna be like, "Yo, we'll take you out of your shit, but you got to give us like 80% of your shit." You got me?
Yeah.
Oh, like, you fucking bitches.
This is just the beginning of their big mastermind plan.
Their big monopoly, bro.
Their big monopoly. They're gonna be big Disney.
But can you imagine, dude? Fucking Disney and fucking Netflix. What a fucking powerhouse of a streaming shit they would be, dude. And then actual Netflix having the backup for Disney, they could actually make some fucking actual decent movies. Finally,
sir.
Don't get me wrong, there is these decent movies in Netflix, but in the last few years, there haven't been any, that made headlines. You get me? Right now, the only thing that's keeping Netflix afloat, bro, sadly, is Stranger Things, dude.
Yeah,
and that is sad.
Well, no, they have. I mean, I know we hear Stranger Things a lot, especially here. We talk about it a lot. Well, I talk about it a lot. I mean, but no, they've had good shows. I think what's the show called? Like Little Big Mouth is apparently like really good and funny.
That's for kids. I'm talking about just
that's apparently like an adult show.
Oh, I don't know then.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know there's a movie recently that they brought out. It's a horror movie. There was no marketing for it because I think they already knew it was going to be bad. It was featured. It starred Kevin Bacon in it. A horror movie, yeah, with Kevin Bacon.
Really?
It's called They Them.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they call it They Them, but it's They/Them. You got me? So it's a horror movie. Like the title, the joke is in the title itself. You got me?
Yes,
They/Them.
Oh, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also,
So I'm like, that's pretty clever. Don't get me wrong, the name is clever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's gonna go over people's head if you don't explain it in that sense.
Not even that. It's such a very LGBTQ plus heavy storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless people are fully caught up or fully understand.
And I heard it's just the movie, even people in the like, you know, in the community are finding it very underwhelming. Like it's like, dude, they said it was ass. I'm like, oh, they're the ones saying it. I mean, we're agreeing, but
yeah,
you guys, we're saying it because it's just a bad horror movie.
Yeah, because even
like, it's not even a good bad horror movie. It's just bad. Yeah, like cringy bad. I heard.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah, like I watched the trailer for it, and one of the first jokes it shows is the main guy, the leader. He goes, "Oh, guys are over here, are sleeping over there in that cabin. The girls are in that cabin over there." And then they all split up, and there's that one, and she's like, or they're like, "Oh, I'm non-binary. I don't go by he, her. I'm they, them." And it's like, is it funny? Is it educational?
Like, what is the premise?
Point of this scene right now?
Like, who is this for? Like that's my point, right?
Is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be the moment when you go, "Oh, they said it. They said the title in the film."
They included my, me in there, type of attitude. But at the same time, I'm like, who's really asking for this though? You know? Like, I'm not trying to sound mean to that end.
No, but it's like even for us, you got me, like, because I mean, for the most part, we grew up in this religious community for the most part, for like a little percentage of our thing. So especially for me, like, it's supposed to be horror, and when you do horror, you add your bits of comedic, but doing that film anyways, it's like you might hit, not you might, for a lot of the LGBT community, you're gonna hit some nerves unless you've done your full research, because people have gone to these types of camps and have come back traumatized.
So that's why they don't show the actual horror. Like they just made like a basic ass slasher film.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I heard it is. Like it's super bare bones. They just threw, representation there just to try to sell.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, don't do that, because then you're literally shitting on the community you're trying to like do this for. You get me? Especially if the characters are cringy and not really, how's it called? What is it called? Like they're not connectable.
Yes.
They don't relate.
Relatable.
There you go. They're not relatable to like actual people.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying that, just because they're gay and acting a certain way doesn't mean they actually represent like the full gay community. You get me?
Thank you. Because you could look at those characters and then look at me, and you could be like, Tito doesn't act like that at all. Maybe I might have moments, but like for the most part, the way they talk, the way they dress,
gay women act that way. You get me?
Yeah.
You can't really put it into one bucket, but at the same time, you gotta. That's why character development is so important. You get me? In movies, that's why I always criticize there's certain characters in movies and shit like that. Because if there's no character development on any of these characters, why would I give a fuck about them? It doesn't even matter if they don't have a fucking genitalia at all. It doesn't fucking matter because they're gonna die either way. You get it? So,
exactly. Spoken by the woke straight man.
I'm sorry, that movie was just bad.
No, it's funny.
I didn't even see it. I watched 10 minutes of it. I'm like, yo, I'm done, dude. I'm like, dude,
and for you to say that, who's very critical about films, bro.
I am pretty critical. That's why I'm like, dude, this is bad. This is like not even good bad. You get me? Like, the Killer Clowns from Space. That's like a fun bad movie.
Oh, that is as much. Yeah,
that movie is stupid as fuck, but it is funny.
That also added to my fear of clowns, but I also knew that it was a different clown than
those are alien clowns.
Yeah. Oh God.
What a
way to end it. But yeah, I mean, do you have anything else you want to add, Leche? Any other little news or tidbits?
No, not at this moment.
No? All right. I have one that I just remembered about. Dead by Daylight is adding another killer. This time they're heading back to the Resident Evil umbrella.
Another Resident Evil enemy coming through, dude. Who is
Yes. They're calling him the Mastermind. He is supposed to be the character Albert Wesker.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is the one specifically for the Ouroboros virus, the Ouroboros virus. I forget which game that one specifically is. I just know that it is still Resident Evil. Along with the killer, there's always a survivor. Our survivor this time is going to be Ada Wong. And I believe there's an alternative skin for Ada that makes her look like Rebecca Chambers. Yes, so there is that. Obviously, the Mastermind is going to be taller. He still has his tendrils that he can pull out of his hands. He still looks fully human with glasses, but his glasses come off. You can see his eyes are not human. They're very zombie-like. He still gets the tendrils that you see with
Nemesis.
The Nemesis, thank you. And yeah, it's definitely a new type of character because this time, normally with the Nemesis, you would whip them with your tendrils. With this one, you can use your tendrils to like launch you forward in a way and
movement base, yeah.
A little bit more movement. So like if the survivor jumps through a window, normally killers take a little bit longer to crawl through windows. But with the Mastermind, he could use his tendrils to almost launch him through the window. If he uses his tendrils to launch forward and he grabs a survivor, he can then launch the survivor. And if the survivor hits another survivor, a wall, or like a heavy post, stuff that doesn't move or break, they will take damage and get infected with the virus. And if he does it again, and if they're already infected, he's able to just grab them instantly instead of having to down them and then pick them up. But yeah, it's looking a little bit like a cool character. In my opinion, he's looking a little bit OP, to be honest with you.
It does sound pretty broken because I think you wouldn't want a character just to have that crazy movement, you know?
Yeah. But you see, like,
closing the gap and shit, like, really easily, dude. Like, that's not the point of the fucking game, in my opinion.
No. But I mean, it also just depends on, I know the type of gameplay. Maps are different, so certain maps don't have as many walls or objects in the area. So if he launches you, you should be fine. If you are in that type of map, other maps are very closed area, like the police station. Obviously, he could just turn left and throw you against the fucking wall. But yeah, I mean, it's still early. It's still in the test build. We'll see what happens when the full release comes out. Right? I feel like that's the point of all test builds at this point.
Yeah, literally. See how OP they are, and then they gotta tone it down.
Yeah,
it's better to make something strong from the get go and just tune it down.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Instead of making something underwhelming and just launching it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on that note, Leche, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at Leche Nuesa, or you guys can follow me on Twitch at TechnoFreak95. And how about you, Tito?
You guys can follow me at OneAlphaPenguin on Instagram and also on twitch.tv/OneAlphaPenguin. You guys can follow the podcast on Instagram at TakeASip_pod. And also we're on the YouTube channels, youtube.com/TakeASip. As always, the logos are the same across all the social medias. And yeah. There's that. I'm still working on the videos for our 1v1 series. It's taken a little bit longer than I expected, but I am definitely slowly but surely working through that as well. And check out this week our Destiny Destroyer series. So there is that as well. But as always, thank you guys so much for listening. We highly, highly, highly appreciate it. And any sort of feedback that you guys give us. Next week's episode might be a little bit different. I feel like me and Leche spoke about it a little bit. It might be more of a personal, one-on-one type of conversation, catching up with everybody. But yeah, if that's something you're interested, tune in next week. And you might find out a little bit more about us. And yeah, drink some water, stay safe. The heat wave up here in the Northeast is come to an end, hopefully.
Thank God, dude.
Yeah,
We've all dealt with the heat enough already, honestly.
Yes. And as always, drink some water, stay safe, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.